it takes quite a long time before the humans come up in the movie. Was that something that you really thought about a long time?
Yeah. I mean, one of the things is when I first met with the studio, they gave me the outline for the story that they were hoping to tell, and it actually began in post-apocalyptic San Francisco with the humans, and the apes came down and started pushing up power lines, and they were very articulate, and the movie ended up not really being Caesar's point of view. And I said that I felt that you needed to start not in the post-apocalyptic world, but in the ape world, because what happened in Rise was you created a hero with Caesar, and it felt like a movie that the secret of which is it's actually an ape point of view movie, and that really got earned. I felt, well, this movie, you should just declare it. It should begin and end on Caesar, and we should start with the apes and enter their emotional lives and get really drawn into this ape civilization. I thought that I'd seen the post-apocalyptic world before, but I hadn't seen this particular story, which was the beginning of ape civilization, and I thought that would be thrilling. And to my surprise, the studio said, well, that sounds great. Are you in? And I was like, well, if you're going to let me tell that story, I'm in.
I just realized after the movie that it is kind of like the same situation that in the old Western movies, that there are two tribes.
That's exactly the idea. Yeah, that was, I mean, my pitch for the story was that we would start in the ape civilization and we'd see their life. We'd assume that the humans were gone, that the viral apocalypse had wiped them out. And then after you get kind of really connected to them emotionally, about 15, 20 minutes in, you would suddenly realize there are still humans. And then it becomes like a classic mythic Western, whereas there's this question about coexistence. Can they find a way to work it out? And of course, we know that the movie becomes Planet of the Apes from the '68 movie, not Planet of the Humans and the Apes, which means we understand that the trajectory is not good for the humans, and so then it becomes an anatomy of violence. And in a way, that made me think of some of my favorite movies, like Unforgiven is one of my favorite Westerns, and I thought we had an opportunity here to explore character and the nature, our own connection to the violence within us. And so that was a unique opportunity, and it was definitely rooted in the Western form. I thought there was something interesting about doing a kind of classic, traditional form, but with apes. So you had this weird kind of connection of the old and the new.
Asenne on rock. Radio Rock.